Hey guys, welcome back in. Welcome to day 3 in the life of the Google Pixel 7a. Today I'm going to talk about why the Galaxy S23 costs $200 more than the Pixel 7a. Pixel 7a currently is $500, Galaxy S23. The base model was initially released at $800, but if you go out on Amazon right now, you can get it for $700, link in the description below. So just for the sake of comparison, at current time, the Galaxy S23, I will consider it $700. With the Galaxy S23, you get more features in general, software flexibility when you're using the camera. You can start recording on the main camera and then switch over to the selfie camera. Go back and forth all you want. It just has many more features built in, such as video portrait mode. You also have the single take mode. You can record in 8K. So lots of options there just within the camera settings alone. And with the S23, you also get in Samsung DeX, which allows you to connect your phone to a monitor and use it like a computer. So if you're into that, that's an additional benefit of the S23. With the S23, you're also getting 120Hz refresh rate compared to 90Hz on the Pixel 7a. I honestly don't really notice that much of a difference on a day-to-day. Life, but just in terms of hardware specs, that is another differentiator. And I feel like the Galaxy S23 has a more premium design. It has a matted back. There's no fingerprint when you hold the phone. And the S23 is just a cleaner look all around compared to the Pixel 7a. This might be a personal preference, but I'm not a fan of this giant bar and this whole Pixel series. First I didn't like it, then I thought it looked cool, but now I just find it to be a giant dust magnet. So not a very clean look and feel the moment you touch the phone and look at the phone closely. S23 just has a better looking display overall. The front, it is very thin and narrow, very thin bezels compared to the Pixel. The bezels are very large. Once I start using the phone, my eyes just adapt, but just on the surface, when you're glancing at it, you will notice that the Pixel 7a, the phone is not as good looking. And with the S23, Samsung makes one of the best displays, so when you're using it outside, you get 750 nits peak brightness. And that is a big differentiator. Never really knew it was that good until I switched back to the Pixel. I can still see with the Pixel outside, but it is noticeably darker, which makes sense. The Pixel is about half the peak brightness, so you get what you paid for. And little things such as IP68 water resistant on the Galaxy S23 compared to the IP67, 25 watt fast charging compared to 18 watt. So everything about the Pixel 7a is just a tad below what the S series has to offer. Those are pretty much some of the main things that jumped out to me after using this phone for 3 days. Overall, I still really do enjoy the Pixel 7a, and poor little guy has taken quite a beating from me already. First or second day I got it, I was at a grocery store. Somehow I had this giant box in the cart, and the box fell out of the cart. When I was trying to catch the box, I threw my Pixel phone in the air. It landed in the cart seat amazingly and did not fall through the gaps that could have cracked the phone. It does have a glass front and back. Luckily it's like that. And today when I was trying to mount it on my tripod to record this video, it fell off the table, hit the floor. But everything's okay. Been a rough start for the Pixel 7a, but no damages or anything like that, which is good. So at least it is a pretty durable little phone. I mean, it hasn't landed on a concrete or anything like that, but it had a few near-death experiences. Alrighty, let's jump into day 3 on a Saturday morning. Just did some chores around the house, mowed the lawn, then made my way over to Bye Bye Baby. The store is closing soon, so looking to see what discount we can get. And while I was in the store, I noticed some of the items were 30% off, so I asked Google Assistant to calculate what is 30% off $30. You would think it is pretty easy math, but sometimes you don't want to think. And surprisingly enough, it did not give me the answer. It just gave me a bunch of random website, which is pretty annoying. So I took some time, think about it, did out the math myself, brought out the calculator. You would think Google would be able to calculate these things pretty easily, but I tried it 3 to 4 times and it did not work, which is super frustrating. I ended up buying this giant gate thing for the stairways so that my little guy don't fall off the stairs when he gets older. Took a picture of the sales sign to see if the Pixel 7a have any banana shape issues. Surprisingly, I think it might. You see the top area looks okay, but as you look in the bottom right hand corner, it is looking blurry. Who knows? Maybe it's just physics, depth of field, but I feel like every time manufacturers lack a bigger lens in their phone, it just takes a while to adjust and configure all the software to work correctly. I take all my pictures the same, But unfortunately, Pixel 7a might be suffering the same fate as the Galaxy S23, just in some instances though. So I threw that giant gate in my cart, recorded a video on my phone. This was moments before I moved my cart, and then all of a sudden that box started to slide off. I tried to catch the box. My phone flew in the air about 2 feet, landed right in this cart. Somehow I got a little cut in the process, trying to catch the box and catch my phone at the same time. Battle scars. Dangerous world out there, my friends. Even going to the store can easily get battle wounds just recording videos. And with the notification panel, you get these large icons that you can drag around. I use hotspot every now and then for my Galaxy S20, so I decided to edit my icon, dragged it up to the top, have it easily accessible. Then made my way back to the car, made my way over to the mall, picked up some food, head over to Mom's, eating some Captain Louis seafood broil, celebrating early Mother's Day. Snap a few more pictures of the food. Corn looks a little blurry, 2x. Now the shrimp around the edges look blurry. Not the greatest lighting here. Photos been hit or miss on the Pixel 7a for me. Once again, could be a me problem. And then as I was driving, I decided to use my Pixel 7a as a dash cam. I had my dash cam app running. At the same time, I had hotspot running for my Galaxy S20, and that seemed to push the phone over the edge. It got so hot with the beaming sun hitting my dashboard, along with video recording. In addition to hotspot, the phone just ended up completely shutting off. So that was interesting to see. Even though the sensor chip is pretty fast and efficient, it is nowhere as powerful as the Galaxy S23. Sometimes when you ask it to do too much and push it over the edge, the phone does turn off, surprisingly. And then I just let it stay off for about 5-10 minutes so that I can cool down, and once I boot it up again, got this notification that it did turn off due to heat, which is good measures, I guess. You don't want to let it get too hot that it just explode. At least it has a mechanism that kicks in to turn off the phone automatically so that it can cool down. But if anyone can find a way to push the phone to its limit, it's probably me. And I'm not even doing anything that crazy. Just video recording and hotspot, is that too much to ask for? In the evening, just ate some watermelon. And by 5:30 p.m., my phone is at 18%, so decided to do a battery check. So been up since 8 in the morning. So about 9.5 hours of battery life with 2 hours of screen on time. Like I mentioned earlier, I did a lot of chores today. Drove around, ate lunch. I did push the phone over the edge with the hotspot and dash cam recording at the same time, so managed to kill the battery pretty quickly there. So this was going to look like under heavy usage, so heavy that it forced the phone to turn off. You get about 9.5 hours. And if you want to look at a light usage day, just look at my day 2, where I had about 14 or 15 hours. So remember to check that out. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.